Hey everybody, this video is going to be a video response to the contest being held by TheGoodBadUnusual. Basically the idea for this is just to speak about 5 different films that you own in your collection that are a little bit maybe obscure or, bizarre or just, all around unusual, I guess, and just ones that maybe some people in the horror community or movie collecting community kind of overlooked, or whichever, just like whatever you think is 5 to put in the video. So I have 5 right here. The one that you're looking at is put out by Artisan, which isn't really the best company, and probably gonna laugh, but Antonio Sabato Jr. is in there. But this is called Fatal Error. I picked this up, I think, for around $2.99 or $3.99, and I thought it was a good movie. Basically, like, the premise of this is there's like this telecommunications transmission thing, sort of like your local cable company, and there's like this receiver thing, like an infrared receiver that you put with your TV, and then like the stations that you watch, go through that, and it's I guess you could say it's some kind of like a sci-fi thriller kind of thing, and there's certain people that are dying basically just from like watching the television programming, and it's sort of like if you speak out against it, if you say, oh, I don't like this channel, or I don't like this person on there, and it basically like kills you. It's like it looks like you're having a stroke pretty much, and like your whole body like tenses up, and you get like all shrivelly, and you just like lay down on the floor and die basically just because of having an opinion. And like this one guy that owns this company, he wants to be like dominant in the industry for cable and everything, and he's willing to take any lengths to kill off anyone that doesn't agree with his programming and his whole idea behind it. And you just gotta watch it. It's I guess sort of obscure, just one that people don't really pay too much attention. This, I think, was actually a TV movie that was later put out by Artisan. So yeah, that's the first one. The next one here is a trauma film called Screenplay. I know the Crazy Jason from Kakalaki Movie Madness, he had picked this up, I think, in the last video that he went to Suncoast for probably the last time before closing. And yeah, it says Screenplay. Writing a killer script can be grisly murder. This is actually out of print from what I know. And yeah, there's this guy by the name of George Kuchar. It's in black and white, but it was specifically made in black and white because of like the whole feel of it. And it's kind of like this gentleman here, I know he looks kind of crazy. He's a struggling writer, and basically like he's trying to have like a idea of a screenplay to write, and he's not really too sure on what he wants to do. And then after a while he decides on like horror kind of thriller type of a story, and it's just the things that he's writing in this screenplay end up coming to life and becoming real. He moves into this really like seedy apartment building, and it's supposed to be like in Hollywood, but it looks more of just like a a set somewhere. But yeah, it's a very cool movie. I picked this up used a few years ago for around like $5 or $6, and yeah, it's got commentary from the director, and even a featurette on the guy named Rufus, I think Rufus B. Cedar. Yeah, Sedaris, Rufus B. Cedar. He was like an up-and-coming director then, and some of the stuff he did didn't really pan out, but this one is very cool. The next one here is a great movie that has Fred the Hammer Williamson in it, 1990 Bronx Warriors. This is part of the post-apocalyptic collection from Shriek Show. And it totally kicks ass. It's sort of like a action slash biker slash post-apocalyptic type of thing. I think it was, you can correct me if I'm wrong, some kind of a takeoff of how like the Warriors is, but it supposedly takes place in 1990, but the movie is older than that. I believe it's from, I forgot exactly what year, but early to mid 80s or so. And yeah, it's just pretty cool. It's like this rich girl. She runs away and she gets mixed up with this like biker gang, and her father is very powerful, figure in Manhattan at the time, and she wants to get away from all that, and the main character is this guy. But yeah, I got it because Fred Williamson's in it, and I collect a lot of his films. I like a lot of the blaxploitation and stuff. Vic Morrow is in this, actually. This is the last movie that he was in before he was killed. He died about maybe 7 to 10 days after this was done filming. So yeah, I mean, rest in peace, Vic Morrow. He was a great actor. The next one here, this was put out by Lionsgate. This was also a TV movie. It's called Demons from Her Past. Yeah, it's got Alexandra Paul in it. If some of you guys remember like Baywatch and stuff, but I mean, don't laugh. It was good. It's sort of like a psychological thriller. Basically, this woman, she comes back to town for a like a high school reunion kind of thing, and she has like this really like tormented past. She was framed for the murder of a young boy, and she had about 10 years in prison or so, and it just turns out that like around that 10-year mark, she has this high school reunion to go to back in the town where she came from, and she's going back, to get answers and look into really what was the cause of why she was framed and stuff. And I don't really want to kill it, but it involves the chief of police and his friends and things like that. And this was another like $3 or $4 one, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, I thought it was kind of not so great, but I've seen this now 3 times and it grows on you. The last one here I had mentioned in one of my other videos called Cannibal Campout by Camp Motion Pictures, part of the Retro 80s Horror Collection. Yeah, this one is a little bit unusual. If the cannibal films and stuff, this was an independent film shot on video, and yeah, I really like this one. It was John McBride and Tom Fisher directed this. John McBride ended up doing a few other shot on video. I really like these because it has like that cheesy like synth music kind of thing. Mostly just like keyboard driven songs in there and stuff. Unrated, of course. It's got a good number of special features, like if you want to see how they did the effects in there, and the gore is pretty good for back then, for the mid 80s. But yeah, this is definitely one to check out. It's fairly cheap too. I got this on eBay for about $5 with shipping for free and everything too. So yeah, at the time, Fangoria magazine said the grossest scenes in this side of H.G. Lewis will probably repulse the staunchest idiot. Yeah, I mean, Fangoria was an awesome magazine too, but yeah, so that's the last one here, Cannibal Campout. Friends don't let friends eat friends. So yeah, so big thanks to TheGoodBadUnusual for holding this contest, and once again, good luck to everybody that enters, and I hope you guys liked the video. Alright, take care.